Good morning. Okay, so it's the following week and it's Monday, the start of a beautiful week, I'm sure. I've finished all of my, which you just saw before, here, so I won't show them again. Now, the white background, I'm not a fan of that at all. So what I'm going to do is actually just go through and decide what color. Maybe I'm going to do one color. I do have a small jelly plate of mine out. I'm just going to do one color background though. I'm not actually going to I could change it throughout the 7 pictures, but I'm just going to do one color. Now of course it's going to change. You can brush this on, you can do however you want. I've got my little roller out, so I just thought I'd absolutely abstract this up and grunge it up a bit by just doing that. Then just getting a water brush and running it up and down, just to spread that completely over to make sure that there's... Now, I'm not really worried about the little buckling in this paper because, it's obviously not fantastic paper or anything like that. What I'm looking for, though, is the reactions to things, that in the future I might like to use, or it just could be an absolute play. It changes from the first picture to this. It's like changed the composition instantaneously just by doing that. And as you know, I like a very grungy look. So if you don't like a grungy look, you do not have to do that. You could, however, just get very much the same blue and get a wet brush and just make it very wet, watery. And just go over the whole lot. So it's got a blue background. Now, I'm saying that I don't like white. I sometimes do leave some parts white. In fact, I probably more often than not add white in, after I've gone through this process. I actually add the white back in because So you can do this. I don't know that at this point anything will come up if drawing with the other end of the brush, but you could try. It depends on how wet the paper is. So this is just a little quick process on all of those ones that we've already done. I'm not going to show you all of them because that will take all of this 5 minutes, and I promised it was only going to be 5 minutes. So I'll do those and then I'll come on to the next part of this journey. Okay, so yep, we're here. Now all we need for this is as many different thicknesses of pen, and it doesn't matter what it is, okay? This is the 4th week, and so I have a Japanese pen, I have a graphite stick, I have an HB pencil, I have a 2-ended Japanese marker, thin and thick. I have obviously a Sharpie, which is worldwide. You can get them in different thicknesses. I have an ink pen, a pencil, and a really, really big permanent marker, which is, right. So it doesn't actually matter what you have, anything you've got. What I want you to do is I want you to sit again for a couple of minutes and focus on how you're feeling for the day and what that sense is. And I want you to focus on a really happy word, like whatever that word is. Could be smile, could be happiness, it could be faith, it could be anything. So what I want you to do is write that word 15 times with different pens. Now, I want you to write that word, example, happy. I want you to write it long and big. I want you to write it enormous. I want you to write it small. I want you to have gaps between it, going from a big H down to a little Y. I want you to choose your word and write it 15 times on the page, okay? So I'm just going to do that process now with you, and I will talk to you when I'm finished. Okay. I think that that's enough. So I don't even know whether that was 15 times, but it's kind of works out. And obviously the word grateful doesn't actually have to, it's funny, that does not look like the right spelling where I just spelt it, but it is the right spelling, but it doesn't look the right. All right. Okay, so for every day of the next 7 days, just do that practice, and just so you just leave the pens and so forth on the table for a week in a corner, and I just do that every time I walk in. It just I don't know, it grounds me to the space of working in my studio for the day, and it also makes me more aware of that word, you know, and how I'm feeling, and I think that's really important. Okay. I will see you next Monday, and we will be doing something very exciting with all of these pieces of paper, because you now have 28 pieces of paper. And we will be doing a different section, a different thing on each section. So it is another 4 weeks of repetitive work on top of the layers that you have already done, just so you've got a heads up. All right, you have a fantastic week. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. And thank you very much for all your comments and subscribing and everything that you do. I love our community, and I look forward to seeing you over on Judy Armstrong's group page on Facebook. Okay, bye.